Good morning, brothers and sisters. Welcome to our New Jersey's Cheon 1 prayer vigil. Today is Wednesday, May 29th, 2024, and I will be your MC for the next 8 days. So let's begin by greeting our Heavenly Parents and True Parents. Cheon 1 champunguke kyombe. Baro. We will now recite the family pledge, first in Korean.
가정 맹세 1. 천일국 주인 우리 가정은 참 사랑을 중심하고 본영탕을 찾아 본연의 창조 이상인 지상 천국과 천상 천국을 창건할 것을 맹세하나이다.
Thank you. Number 1, our family, the owner of Cheon, pledges to seek our original homeland and build the kingdom of God on earth and in heaven, the original ideal of creation by centering on true love. Thank you. Now for opening prayer, can I please ask Mr. Sebastian Humer to open us up in morning prayer, please?
하나님께 안녕하십니까? 여러분 안녕하십니까? Heavenly Parent, true parents, thank you so much for this new day. You're making everything new every day, every night. You start out and a new day is being born. We're grateful for your amazing love that is present now through our true mother, who is not only taking care of things on earth, but also wherever she goes. She prays deeply and liberates the suffering spirits, brothers and sisters in the spirit world. But thank you for this special time also that we will have the HJ Chonbo event available here this Saturday. And President Damien Dunkley will be giving us a national service. So grateful for our brothers and sisters in Canada and all over the world who are joining us here this morning and this evening and wherever they are. Pray this in gratitude from folks, brothers and sisters from Asia, from Europe, from Africa, from South America, Central America, Caribbean, joining us here today, this morning. Pray that we can go forward with responsible hearts and know how to communicate with each other, anticipate what's coming down the road, so we can negotiate the best way in our relationships with each other. And we can give something where we are, and if necessary, sacrifice in order to keep this providence moving forward towards the conclusion that our true mother is leading. We're thankful for the incredible foundation that this nation of the United States of America presents. Jesus' nation, Jesus' country, everything that Christianity ever did is being harvested right here in this nation to be shared with all the nations around the world. So grateful for this morning devotion, Heavenly Parent, for allowing us to come together and begin this day together right now, and together with Jeanette and whoever's going to give the presentation, and the tech person behind, Yasu or Rich Rangala. So grateful for a Korean sister, I forgot her name now. God bless everybody. Let us go forward together in the name of Sebastian. Whoever blessed in the family, Jew.
Jew. Thank you so much, Mr. Sebastian, for that beautiful opening prayer. All right, we will now go into our morning light stretches, and we'll begin by taking 3 deep breaths in and out. Okay, deep breath in and out. Another one in and out. One more in and out. All right, now big stretch to the sky. Open up your muscles. Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now go to your left side. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Other side. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And move forward, kind of arching your back. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, now we'll start with neck rotation, side to side. Nice and slowly. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, we'll do shoulder rotations. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Other way. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, bring your arms up, back, and across. Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch sides. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Front and across. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And you're going to put your hand out and pull it towards you. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch hands. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. And we'll do body rotations. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. In the last 10 seconds, you can stretch or massage any body part you feel needs it this morning. Okay. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. All right, I hope everyone's wide awake, warmed up, and ready to share any appreciations and gratitudes for today. I will see you guys in a few minutes. Welcome back, everyone. I hope everyone enjoyed their breakout rooms today. I had the privilege of having Mr. and Mrs. Kylie in my breakout room and also Mrs. Bien. So for the representative sharing, can I please ask Mrs. Bien to share her appreciation for today?
Good morning, everyone. Yeah, I kind of sharing kind of as ACLC. We are having an ACLC 24th anniversary in Georgia, and also same time 20th anniversary of women's in ministry. And then Mrs. Jenkins asked me to give a kind of short congratulatory kind of a remarks by video. I was working on that. It's a 1 minute videotape, a video clip, but I was really kind of thinking our kind of 24 years or more, our brothers and sisters, hard work, dedication, so many years and years that we kind of worked, but then really kind of more, I think it's only one video, but more I think that I really appreciate our brothers and sisters' hard work and dedication. Really, really proud of our brothers and sisters who achieved so much for God's providence. And then really more I think that we're kind of really amazing and very, myself, I'm a part of that, really amazing in be here in even this time. Thank you so much for all our brothers and sisters' dedication and hard work. Thank you.
Wow, thank you so much, Mrs. Masayo. Thank you for all your hard work. We do have a little more time, so can I please ask either Mr. or Mrs. Kylie to share your appreciation for today? You guys had something similar, so if one can share.
There we go. Yesterday, we had the pleasure, and I would say privilege, of watching our 7-year-old son, grandson, repeatedly trying to build a house of cards by leaning 2 cards together and then next to it and putting a card across the top and then next to it. So he accomplished 3 levels, so 3 apart and then like this. But he kept falling down, but he finally made it. We got a picture and sent to his mom. And then he did 4 across and he fulfilled that. So we got 4 layers like this of cards. And he was working on the 5th, but he just couldn't, it just kept falling down. He got frustrated, but he'd keep going. So I was impressed and amazed at the persistence of, this was 3rd generation blessed children, of which he was a good representative yesterday. So I enjoyed that. I was grateful for that.
Thank you so much, Mr. Kylie, for that beautiful appreciation for today. All right, we will now begin True Mother's memoir. So for the next 8 days, we have the honor of having Dr. Ward, who will be sharing True Mother's words today. So please prepare your hearts and your minds as we listen to Dr. Ward as he shares True Mother's reading and his insights for today. Thank you.
Good morning to brothers and sisters. Thank you to True Mother. Let's start today's reading. Before our eyes, a bizarre-looking fish jumped high out of the water and landed on the deck. There it flopped around in the hot sun, jerking its salmon-sized body and gnashing its dozens of razor-sharp teeth. The frightened passenger moved away from it, protecting their legs as the boatman calmly picked it up with a long stick and tossed it back in the river. It looks scary. What is it called? Someone asked. It is a dorado, he said. It is Spanish for golden. The dorado is one of the countless species of fish particular to the waters of Mato Grosso do Sul, one of the Midwestern states of Brazil. The Paraguay River, which forms the border between that part of Brazil and Paraguay, is abundant, not only in such fish, but in every kind of living organism. In the regions of South America that are near the equator, the weather is either a warm springtime or a hot summer. Flowers are constantly in bloom, and fruit is abundant for the picking. It is a pleasant land for human habitation in harmonious coexistence with the animal and plant life. If paradise on earth is defined by having many different creatures living together in a lush green garden, Mato Grosso do Sul belongs to that paradise. Its vast territory is covered by virgin forest and wetlands. It is ideal for cultivating a farm or caring for an orchard. Enormous trees provide shelter and sustenance for many kinds of birds, insects, and animals. The rivers are clean, and some of them are quite clear. There are more than 20 waterfalls, including the famous Iguazu Falls that thunders where Brazil meets Argentina. Thank you. A pleasant land for human habitation in harmonious coexistence with the animal and plant life. So I know that many of us have had the chance to visit Iguazu Falls, which, basically Niagara Falls is between Canada and the United States. And Iguazu Falls is basically partitioned amongst primarily Argentina and Brazil, but also Paraguay. And anyway, they're just a beautiful, beautiful sight to see, as those of you who've been there know very well. So you can compare Niagara Falls and Iguazu Falls. They each have their particular characteristics and traits. But what I would invite us to consider today is the difference between the tourist guide who might show you Niagara Falls or a tourist guide who might show you Iguazu Falls. From my experience, and I've been to Niagara Falls many times. It seems like, I don't know, when I was a kid, we went there almost every year for some part of our vacation. There's a great sense of pride in the waterfalls and what they represent and their majesty. But there's also, I tend to feel like there was a sense of ownership whenever I went there, that basically these are ours, whether you're Canadian or American. There was a sense that these are ours. Whereas I countless times had the experience in Latin America and visiting tourist sites such as Iguazu Falls, that there was much more of a sense that these are yours. Somehow that there was a great willingness and interest in giving the person a sense of ownership of the falls, that they weren't just American or Canadian, but actually in the case of or Brazilian or Argentine, but they were actually everyone's. There was this ability to kind of pull you in to kind of share the ownership. And I think that this has something to do with the cultural development of Latin America. Many of you are aware that of some of the foundational tribes. I'm not going to speak about all of them this morning, but the Mayans, who had a very highly developed civilization and particularly a lot of sensitivity to astronomy and to astrology. And likewise the Aztecs, who inherited a great deal from the Mayan civilization. And certainly within both the Mayan civilization and the Aztec civilization, there was a kind of expectation for a second coming. And the second coming was linked to this kind of heroic figure known as Quetzalcoatl, who was sometimes depicted as a serpent, but who was depicted as having once been a great Mayan leader, and that somehow at some point he was destined to return, and that would really open a golden age for that region of the world. And to some extent, that myth or that concept or that belief system, if you will, was also part of the Incan civilization. Now, these were very, very developed civilizations. When Hernan Cortez visited Mexico for the first time, and he visited the capital city, which was referred to there as Tenochtitlan, he was amazed because there was an incredible sewage system. The streets were so clean. The architecture amazed him. There was just a great deal about the development of this civilization that greatly impressed him. And in this area, both the Mayans and the Incas, they had built these pyramids, as you know, that you'll find particularly in Central America. And they had a very, very precise understanding of astronomy. They were able to predict when there was going to be an eclipse of the sun. They had a calendar which was precisely the same as the Western calendar in terms of its precision, in terms of measuring the days of the year and the sectors of the year. And as I mentioned, there was this expectation for this great leader to come. You know, this expectation for Quetzalcoatl, which was present within those civilizations. And I believe that had a profound impact upon their mentality. Some of you might be aware that when Hernan Cortez, the person who effected the conquest of Mexico, when he went there was some resistance to him coming because the fear was that somehow he was Quetzalcoatl. And Montezuma was not really interested in being replaced, frankly speaking. And so there was a lot of resistance, but finally they did welcome him. And what happened is tragic, and I don't have time to go into that. But nevertheless, the reality is that kind of out of this deference, this expectation, they somehow did defer and they welcomed him. And within the Mormon faith, many of you are aware, there is this notion that after his crucifixion and resurrection, that Jesus came to the Americas. And they believed that the accounts of Quetzalcoatl, actually, they were about the coming of Jesus to Latin America. What I want to emphasize, though, is I think that Latin American culture was prepared in a remarkable way to teach those of us who live in the North about what it means to attend. I think they're far more effective and habituated to attending than we are who live in the North. They really have that down very well. There's a mountain which is located in Bolivia, which is called Potosi. And that mountain was filled completely with silver. But the native Indian tribe that was there, I think they were called the Aymara, they had somehow been warned, do not touch the silver in that mountain, because that silver isn't for you. It's being prepared for someone else. And so they never touched or mined the silver. And when Pizarro finally came to South America, and when Spain was able to establish itself in South America, they were able to get hold of Potosi without the resistance of the local indigenous people. And they took virtually all the silver out of that mountain and they shipped it back to Europe. And they gave very little to the local people. Basically, they took advantage of them, as we know, for over 200 years. There was a very strict system of conquest, and many brutal things happened in terms of the ways in which the people were treated by the Europeans who came there. So when we read True Mother's words, I think we can feel that True Mother had a deep sense of the Latin American heart of attendance and the Latin American sense of offering, that somehow the beauties of their nature weren't for them. The richness of the continent was not for them, but somehow it was for others. And ultimately, it was something that was prepared for true parents. So I think it's one of the reasons why true parents are so proud of the beauty of Latin America. They don't talk so much in the same way about the beauties of North America. And I think that it has something to do with somehow that heart of attendance and that sense of being able to convey ownership to the true owners, which was done, I think, so well by our Latin American brothers and sisters. And true parents could feel very free in Latin America. Already yesterday, Dr. Kylie spoke a little bit about our brother, Antonio Betancourt, who passed a little over a year ago. And I just want to say a few things about him, because I think he really embodied that attendant heart towards true parents. This photo, I think it really tells it all. Who else in the world has ever danced with True Mother besides True Father? The only person that I know of is Antonio. And it was on a specific occasion where basically Father was so pleased with Antonio that he encouraged Mother to dance with Antonio. And it happened. And Mother and Father both felt so free around him. And I don't know if you can, well, maybe I'll save this to the end. He had a remarkable life. Antonio was a very, very simple person. He only went to school till he was 14 years old. I think he said that he got his first pair of shoes when he was 9 years old. And the basis on which he was able to be raised up really was related to his ability to really read, understand, and grow from true parents' words and through his attendance of true parents. That was really his great strength, that he had the ability to do that and to take those things. And he met all kinds of people in his life, everyone from he was guided by Dr. Pak, obviously, to attend True Parents, and True Parents emissary in Latin America was Dr. and Mrs. Bohi Pak for so many years. But Antonio really was the person who kind of was Dr. Pak's diplomat and True Parents' diplomat ultimately. And this is a picture of Antonio with his wife Kyoko. She's now in Paraguay actually, and Antonio passed, I guess, in January of 2023. This is a picture of Antonio with George Bush, with Mikhail Gorbachev. He had a wonderful way to really liberate and open up the doors of very important people because he was so gifted in being able to do those things. And he was able to do a lot of that simply because, as I said, of his prayer. Every time he would meet a person, he would pray for days ahead of time and read and study divine principle ahead of time and say, Heavenly Parent, what can I say to this person to be able to inspire him or inspire her? Here he's with the Pope, and here you can see him with Yasser Arafat, who was the leader of the Palestine Liberation Organization. Here he's with Yitzhak Rabin, who had been the Prime Minister of Israel. And here he's with Kim Il-sung. Can you imagine that Antonio went to North Korea 17 times? He surely holds the record, I think, of probably anybody in the Western world to have gone there that many times, 17 times. And so often he was able to relate really well with Kim Il-sung and with Kim Jong-il, the son of Kim Il-sung. He had this great ability to reach out, to love, and to make a difference. And really, I think it was because he was able, as I said, he had this whole legacy of Latin America, of preparation to properly attend the Lord. And he was able to really take that and incorporate that into his being. And also, obviously, he was created with a unique kind of a personality, but he was able to center it upon God and true parents. And through that, really, many, many miracles were able to happen in the course of his wonderful life of faith. I don't know if you can see this, but this is a book on Antonio's work during his life. It's called The Collected Works of Dr. Antonio L. Betancourt, Special Envoy of True Parents. When at the time of his Sunghwa, he was given a special title by True Mother, Special Envoy of True Parents. So really, what a gifted person who could really inherit and grow and build from this foundation of Latin America that True Mother praises and recognizes here. Also, I just wanted to mention this gentleman as well, Alejandro de Souza. Alejandro de Souza has served for many years as True Parents interpreter in Latin America. And he interpreted both from Korean to Spanish and from Korean to Portuguese. And he worked very, very hard to master his Korean. Every new Korean word that he learned, he wrote 100 times, every single one, so that he wouldn't forget any of them. And really, he also had this amazing relationship with True Parents. There would be things that were going on around True Parents, and sometimes more senior leaders, they would not want to share those things with True Parents. Maybe they didn't want True Parents to feel uncomfortable. Maybe they didn't want to disclose something or whatever. But Alejandro really felt like he had to share things with True Father and True Mother. And when he did so, basically over and over again, True Father and Mother would go, "You have to share these things with us. We didn't know about this. Someone has to share these things with us because we need to know about it." So anyways, this wonderful heart of attendance is something which is very, very special, and that we can be able to, I really believe we can inherit from our Latin American brothers and sisters. And I think that our current president, Reverend Dunkley, has something of this somehow. You know, maybe his Italian Latino dimension somehow there's something about his heart also that really opens up True Parents' heart and inspires True Mother in an amazing way. You know, we've all seen he's able to write True Mother very long letters, and Mother loves to listen to and receive those letters because somehow they feel attendance in it and through it, and somehow True Mother can be inspired and uplifted by it. So thank you, True Mother, for sending us Reverend Dunkley. Thank you, True Mother, for allowing us to be neighbors to countries that have a long history of attendance, and knowing what it means to be able to see that what one has is not for oneself, but for the sake of others. That's my message for today. Thank you very much, brothers and sisters.
Thank you so much, Dr. Ward, and really opening up our eyes to the Latin American heart, and also really showing us the heart of attendance that Mr. Antonio and Mr. Alejandro had for True Parents and True Mother. So thank you so much for that. But unfortunately, due to time, we will not be going into our breakout room. So please feel free to share any key takeaways, insights in our chat so we can all read. But I would like to now pass it on to Pastor Takino for any announcements and closing prayer for today.
Thank you, Dr. Ward. Amazing. All the brothers and sisters, they are unique character, and they have some, the meaning they got for all of us. Uh, okay. Sorry. I don't want to see my face. Thank you. So May 29, 2024. Here is a prayer point for the safety of the true parents and the true family, for a victorious entrance into the Cheon Il Sanctum in Cheonwon-gun, to successfully witness to new people, especially young people, and for real church growth, for the unification of North and South Korea and a heavenly unified Korea, to overcome all crises affecting our world and to realize a heavenly unified world. And today, I know that we have a true family movement for world peace, youth revival, Zoom meeting, Wednesday, May 29, 4 p.m. New York time. So everybody in open can join. So registration link there. Yes, so that happened today. This is from the World Clergy Leadership Conference sponsored. And as you know, that June 1st we have a Chombo special Chombo, and June 2nd is a national service and a national family festival. Okay, please join me prayers. Most precious heavenly parent and true parents. When I heard these stories, God called everyone. We are all unique. And eternal being like God. Everybody different. They have own character. And God give everyone different abilities or gift. Heavenly parents. And as a parent, you love all of us equally. Sometimes we compare each other, and sometimes we feel, oh, God love them, but not me. But when I become the parent, even I have 5 children, I love all of them personally. That is a parent of all humankind. God love everyone equally. That is a God's message. I love you. I love you. You are my special son. You are my special daughter. Heavenly parents, if we truly understand this point, we can create a world peace and we can respect each other. Heavenly parents, that's we like to create. That True Mother talk about. That's why True Mother always talk about. We have to testify that is parents. And True Mother like to show parents exist, God, through the Cheon temple. People who come to the Cheonwon and the Cheonshimwon, they feel God is parent. And God, true parent, is a substantial parent, unite with God. Heavenly parents, please, everyone, no exception, everyone, bless families, feel God's love, and everyone feel I am a special. Such an environment we like to create starting from New Jersey. Everyone special, everyone loved by God. No need to compare to others. Heavenly parents, please, we like to continue to sharing you are the parents. I pray and report this. My name, Tsushitaki Blessed Central Family. That's you.
Got you. Please feel free to unmute for unison prayer.
Morning, Heavenly Father.
Heavenly
Thank you
parent,
for the
parent
beautiful
of
day of
God,
Liberty Takino.
thank you for this
Father, you
beautiful
love
day you have
everybody.
given to us.
We would like to
Time.
expand
It's
our
good that
heart.
we
Most of all, we would like to offer gratitude to you
Difficult
and let you
situation.
love us very
I
much.
feel
each
your
and
love,
Really,
and
really
sometimes we feel
through this
I am really
love
a
human
son of
heart.
God.
religion.
First,
I
way
am
of life.
really daughter of God.
Appreciate our
I am
parents.
blessed family.
Thank you, Father. Pray very much for each
And blessed
beloved
families have a
brother, each
question.
beloved peer here, each
To give us,
But
Father,
bless them.
God,
the love and the
Pray very
no,
tenderness
much
as the
you
son.
are parent,
wholeheartedly
Father, Lord,
and
there is
you like to
no
say, you are my children.
Father, no
You
matter
are
pray
blessed
the
family.
blessing
until
of
you
God.
are my parent
We
again.
pray that God
And you can say,
will
how much I
bless
love
your
you.
heart, Jeff,
How much I love you.
help you when you are suffering.
Father, don't
You need a house to
God,
stay.
a church
For
son.
you, Heavenly Father.
Share your love to our brother and sister,
Give
to such a
our
very
blessed family. Everybody is special. Parents, everybody unique
the attendance of
from parents. Point.
we learn so many
pray
things
blessing
About
pray very much,
whatever we do
Heavenly
to
Father.
be Father calls
And
us
now this you have the blessing
we can really
bless
realize it
from the heart,
that you
show to each other.
our hearts and the heart is
benevolent
kind of Father
or
also love
Parents,
are like you, Lord.
joyful
Pray that
time,
we have unity in heart
Father
tonight.
really
love
we
younger,
the
Heart
first the 20
younger,
the 24
fourth elder.
today,
That's the most joyful time from parents
we are very
viewpoint.
and pray very deeply and desperately.
Such an environment we like
Offer
to
our heart
create.
and our love to you. Invite you to be there, Heavenly Father. Please,
No need to
urgent.
need to judge. No need to feel lack of love.
What Philadelphia, Father?
Everybody feel God's
Pray very
grace.
much for Mr.
Everybody feel
Pastor
God's
Gia.
love.
Bless Mr.
We
Victor.
can create such a
All
world, such a
pray very much
community.
deeply and desperately.
Everybody feel lack of love. Everybody feel jealousy.
Pray that
Let's support each other. Let's raise each other up.
pray blessing
And
God
truly joy when my brother and sister said, oh, that's a wonderful community.
we then can move
If we
forward.
are everybody feel support, my brother difficult situation, let's support.
Young people have
My sister difficult situation, let's
life
support
very much
and
young
pray.
please
God, family like that. If we pray, like to create a one family.
Apo.
Jew, Jew, Jew. Thank you everyone for the unison prayer, and thank you everyone for joining us here today. I hope everyone has a beautiful Wednesday, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a great day, everyone. Thank you, Dr. Ward. Thank you, y'all.
Thank you so much, Jeanette.
God bless.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.